Welcome to the Bass Hole Podcast, the show where we talk bass fishing without the filters, the fluff, or the tournament politics. And I'm your host, Bob, from Bob's Bassin' and Stuff. Today's episode of the Bass Hole Podcast is titled Old Anglers, The Struggle. Now before we get rolling, let me say this. I'm not quite an old angler just yet. I'm not 60, but I can sure see it from here. And I'll be honest, I've got my fair share of aches, pains, and physical limitations. I'll get into those in a later podcast. But for now, I'll just say I get it. I understand what the older crowd is going through out on the water. This topic came to mind after I watched a video by Matt Stefan, the one titled, Ban These from Professional Bass Tournaments. If you haven't seen it, he's talking about pedestal seats. You know, those seats that some folks rely on when they're fishing rough water or when their knees and their backs just aren't quite what they used to be. Now, according to Matt, he wants them banned from bass tournaments. He thinks fishermen should have to stand, or as he put it, surf, the deck of their boat in rough water to prove that they're physically fit enough to compete in bass fishing. Yeah, because nothing says elite skill like risking a faceplant into your trolling motor. He also said pedestal seats don't look good on camera, but funny enough, he failed to mention how boring live facing sonar looks on live TV coverage. I mean, if we're talking about what's exciting for viewers, watching a guy stare at a screen for 5 hours don't exactly get the blood pumping either. The thing is, the whole argument rubbed me the wrong way. It's kind of like age discrimination. It's like he's saying, if you're not young and limber and made of rubber bands, you don't belong. And that's just not right. There's a lot of great anglers out there, older guys, with decades of experience, that can outthink and outfinesse many of the younger fishermen. But they face struggles that most of us don't even think about, especially the younger ones. So today, I want to talk about how older anglers struggle compared to younger fishermen. Not to complain, but to shine a light on what's really going on out there. Let's start with balance. When you're young, you can stand on the edge of a boat in 2-foot chop, turn around, get a sandwich, and never miss a beat. But as you get older, that inner ear, that balance system, starts to betray you. You find yourself wobbling a little more when the waves hit, or catching yourself a little more often on the console. That's not lack of skill, that's biology. And that pedestal seat can be the difference from fishing all day to leaving with a busted hip. Next up is endurance. Back in the day, you could fish from daylight to dark, load your boat, and still have enough energy to clean your gear and grab dinner. Now, after 8 hours in the sun, you feel like you've been run over by your own trailer. Fishing takes stamina. Running the trolling motor, casting nonstop, fighting the wind, the heat, and the cold, it's physically demanding. Older anglers still love it just as much, but the recovery time hits a whole lot harder. Then there's strength. Holding a rod up all day, running heavy electronics, lifting your troller motor, moving gear, it all adds up. Your shoulders ache, your hands cramp, and your grip loosens a little. But older fishermen push through it. Because fishing isn't about comfort, it's about passion. Next we have eyesight. Oh man, that's a big one. Just try tying a knot with 8-pound fluorocarbon when your readers are fogged up and the sun's shining off the water like a mirror. You used to be able to see topwater strikes from 100 yards away. Now you're squinting and thinking, was that a blow up or was that a turtle? And let's not forget about the resistance to heat and cold. Younger guys can go shirtless in 95-degree heat, or they can fish in 40-degree rain and call it grinding. Older anglers, we feel that stuff. The heat wears you down faster, and the cold stiffens you up. What used to be no big deal, now you have to plan for. Wearing layers, staying hydrated, and knowing your limits. And that's smart fishing, not a weakness. And finally, and maybe the hardest one, are the memories. Memories of what you used to be able to do. You remember when you could fish all day and haul the boat to 3 lakes in 2 days and still be good to go on Monday morning. You remember being quick, strong, and sharp-eyed. And when your body doesn't cooperate anymore, it can be frustrating, even humbling. But you still love it. That drive, that connection to the water, that never fades. So when I hear someone suggest banning pedestal seats, or implying that older fishermen don't belong in tournaments, I just have to shake my head. Because those seats, they're not a crutch. They're a tool that helps people keep fishing. And isn't that what it's supposed to be about? If someone's passion for bass fishing runs deep enough that they're still out there, sore knees, stiff back, whatever, then they've earned every ounce of respect out there on that water. This sport should be inclusive, not exclusive. It should celebrate wisdom, experience, and longevity, not punish people for being older. Because if we fish long enough, all of us are going to be that old angler one day. So that's my take on it. Let me know in the comments if you think pedestal seats should be banned in bass tournaments. Or do you think older anglers deserve the same respect and opportunities as everyone else? If you've enjoyed this episode, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with your fishing buddies. Thanks for tuning in to the Bass Hole Podcast. And as always, keep bassing. This has been the Bass Hole Podcast.